It's the Rich Lieberman Bay Area Media Pulse for Friday. And we are live on YouTube. I have no idea why I'm talking like this and I'm yelling and screaming, perhaps because I have not had my coffee yet, because perhaps I became so indignant and reacted so swiftly with utter horror last night. So I inadvertently was navigating the channels and I chanced upon KTVU's Horrid. And I do mean horrid. Horrid. How horrid? Horrid when you are unintentionally funny and bad and absolutely lousy. That's when you know you're horrid, which is what KTVU's Horrid panel show, like it or not, has become a schlock meister of a Fox concocted awful 30 minutes that is just 30 minutes too long, should be on the air, is more indicative of a Saturday Night Live sketch. And oh, by the way, you read all the stories that Lorne Michaels, the producer of Saturday Night Live, is getting rid of all these folks on Saturday Night Live because he's attempting to bring back humor into a show that long ago lost its luster. It only makes certain headlines these days when they do provocative essays or sketches because it's the only thing going. Well, KTVU, via its corporate parent, Fox, has tried to put forth a program that they think is going to catch upon viewers. The problem is viewers, don't watch Channel 2 that much anymore, specifically in a time slot that has long been abandoned. And in order to have a program that most people want to watch, or some people at least, you have to be creative. You have to be funny. You have to show a little bit of depth. This program is so bad, is so pathetic. It has no depth. It is not funny. It is trying to invoke something to which people care about the people that are on this show. And Channel 2 has tried its best, again, probably virtuing Fox, because it's a Fox DNA type of a show. And I'll get to that in a second. But in order to be something to where people will watch anything, you have to be interesting. You have to be watchable. This show is neither. It is watchable in the fact of giggling and laughing at precisely the opposite images that they want you to laugh at. Let me give you an idea of what this show is about. And to give you an idea of what KTVU itself thinks about this stupid show, they put it on their sister station. I think once or twice or maybe 3 times, way too many, it's landed on KTVU itself. But primarily it airs during the week at a time when nobody's watching anything. So they themselves know that this program is a joke. What is it? It's a panel show. It's one of those shows that they put on, they being whomever, in this case, some lame brain producer, whoever pitched this at Channel 2 should be deported to, like, Cleveland or Lodi. That's how bad it is. It's a panel show. And on Thursday night, when I watched it, and I started chuckling for no apparent reason because it's not funny, I was just amazed at how bad it's become. The Grandmaster, Mr. Talk Show host, who really looks like, no, not an anchor. He looks like a game show host, and he's not very funny. And he tries to be funny, is none other than Mike Meeback. This should tell you what they think of him as an anchor when they put him on this fakakta schlep show. So they had Mike Meeback on. They had that wannabe celebrity who's been trying for the better part of 35 years to be more than just a weather anchor, Roberta Gonzalez, aka Elvira. They had on Laughmeister. Oh no. Claudine Wong, who hasn't laughed freely since the first days of the Carter administration. You can't make, as they say, chicken salad out of chicken you know what. I'm trying to be diplomatic here, folks. Then they had a guy on that nobody knows who the hell is. He looked like a big oafish, I don't know. Turns out he's a firefighter that they schlepped in off the street. And I've never seen this guy. I don't think he works there. I just literally think they brought in some, in their minds, civilian. So they sit around and they talk about stupid things. Do you like to ride go-karts? Ooh, how funny. I'm beginning to myself. What type of board games do you like? Do you play Monopoly? Folks, look, on the face of it, it wouldn't be such a bad idea. I get it. But it's not funny. And these are people that are not even good at giving the news. Minus the firefighter guy with the long neck and the goofy look and the bald head. He looks like Frank Somerville if Frank was like about 80. It's not funny when you have people that we don't give a damn about. We don't care about. We don't know these people. They give us news. Now, Fox via KTVU is putting these people on a panel show where they talk about stupid things and we're supposed to laugh. Meeback is not funny. Like I said, at best, he's a game show host and not a very good one. He wouldn't qualify to be on Card Shark, for God's sakes. Roberta Gonzalez, how sad. Roberta. It's not that you're in the middle of 60s and trying to reinvent yourself every other goddamn moment. Roberta, just give us the goddamn weather. I hate to use those type of words. You're not Vanna White. You're barely able to hang on at Channel 2 because Bill Martin had sympathy notes for you and he hired you as a fill-in. But Roberta, time has not treated you well. Okay? Drink the coffee, have your martinis at night, go to these various TV radio functions and do your thing. You're not a TV personality set for these things. They're giving you this opportunity, I guess, because KTVU is desperate. Fox wants their handprint on this type of stupid show. But people don't watch this show. It is preeminent filler content. It is a joke. It all makes you look more doofuses than you already are. And Meeback has no personality. He's an oafish guy who made it on Fox 2 because they thought he would absolutely appeal to women because he's got that jocular football player, high school boy makes good look, whatever appearance, and he's not. Claudine Wong. It would be okay, I guess, if Claudine Wong was just your average, crappy, mediocre, below mediocre news anchor. But they're trying to inject her a personality. Claudine has about as much of a personality, demeanor, and laugh as I do if I were like hosting, I don't know, Survivor. I would be much better, but that's another story. Claudine Wong doesn't have a personality. She laughs occasionally. And when she tries to laugh, it's forced, it's contrived, it's just not believable. Which, by the way, none of these people are believable. But this one is really theater of the absurd personified. When you don't have any personality, when you're trying to concoct something that isn't there to begin with, because there is no there. This is a crappy show. And when KTVU parades out its various B-listers or D-listers, which is really what it is, sometimes A-listers in their mind, and when nobody gives a damn about these people's want to play Monopoly or board games or go riding a go-kart, for God's sakes. By the way, if you're going to do a stupid show like this, at least have some ingenuity. How about talking about news events? How about discussing the various news events? I'm not talking about the war in Gaza, God forbid. I'm talking about just have a panel discussion. Do what Abby Phillip tries to do on CNN and discuss topics that really mean something and not stupid, idiotic, mundane, god-awful things that nobody gives a damn about, A. B, certainly nobody gives a damn about you folks, the least interesting people on the least interesting KTVU, which has become an absolute visual albatross. Nobody gives a damn. Your stupid show, like it or not. Nobody likes it or not. People would rather watch test patterns. People would rather watch interesting people. I'd rather watch the guy that does the bam, bam, bam. Emerald Lagasse do infomercials on his latest cooking ware. This is not funny. The people are not funny. We don't know these people. And frankly, we don't want to know these people. It's a shitty show. And Fox, even by your standards, there's no there. Shame on you. And how about these Limp Bizkit people on Channel 2 who do this crap? Now, I know a lot of them probably have to do it because management's way of saying, look, earn your keep, whatever that is these days. They don't really pay anything anymore on local TV news. But a lot of these people could say, look, I'm trying to be a news anchor. I'm trying to do the weather. I'm Claudine Wong. I haven't laughed in 40 years, basically. Don't make me have to sound or look funny. I'm neither. She's an average anchor at best. She doesn't belong on a panel show. Sorry. But she gets away with it, I guess, because they need people and they need bodies at Channel 2 to do this historically bad crap. And by the way, the fact that they're putting it on their sister station once again should tell you how they feel about this crappy show themselves. Like it or not, most viewers don't like it. Have you seen the internals, Channel 2? Folks, nobody watches this show. The only way you watch this show is if you accidentally happen to chance on it like I did. And every time I see it, I absolutely look at myself, which is a hard thing to do, especially if you're not looking at yourself in a mirror, and discover the fact that, look, you're a much better person than you thought you were. You have more depth in your pinky, in your hands, than this show has in its entire eternity. It belongs to be forgotten. It belongs on the floor, diced away. Put anything on there. And again, they're on the cheap. Probably would cost them to put something on. They could get a game or a filler, a game show, and have more depth. This show, El Suckos, it is the worst of the worst. And finally, Mike Meeback, get a grip. For God's sake, you must have pictures. They would not have given you this. Or maybe they feel sorry for you. Maybe they're trying to concoct something for you because you're not a news anchor and you most certainly are not a panel show host. At best, Mike, go back to doing whatever you do at Channel 2 with your fake smile and your stupid little tosses to various people, including Roberta, and do what you do best. Remain insipid and devalued. Devalued. Kind of like this show called Like It or Not. KTVU. The viewers, everybody, human beings, stupid people, dumb people, semi-creative people, people who watch American Idol, people who are not able to get Jeopardy but watch Wheel of Fortune, do not like this show. I gave it more than it deserves. Like it or not, we don't like it. It sucks.